welcome to another episode of the Fast Pass Podcast live. Don't feel bad if you're not tuning in live because I'm not real consistent with when I actually go live with this, so don't feel bad. It's currently 3:27-ish here on the East Coast of the United States. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and hope we're all getting through this together. Nonetheless, definitely want to talk about some theme park news, but before we get too down the road here with that, we want to bring up that we are going live tomorrow. That will be the 25th of April at about 6:55 p.m. Eastern Time. And continuing our Disney theme park time travel exploration from space series. That's what I'm calling it for the time being. We got up to the 2000s in last week's episode. I think there were some issues with some imagery and so forth, and I was actually a little bit more prepared. Preparation for tomorrow's episode, not looking so hot, but hey, we'll see where we get. But again, it's been pretty light with Disney theme park news. I know there's been a lot of talks and discussions about getting the economies reopened. I believe Josh, the president, vice president of Walt Disney World, he also joined the task force for Florida getting things back up and running. So, but yeah, so we're getting there. I think in a month from now we'll be in a little bit better position. But again, hopefully everyone that you know and love and so forth is staying safe and healthy. Let's go ahead and get into it here. It was Earth Day this week, so I'm sure we've got some Earth Day news. Let's see here. A couple things on Disney Parks blog. Create magical Mickey Mouse shaped beignets at home with this fan favorite classic Disney recipe. Hey, that's great. Be honest with you, I'm not really I like the food there, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a huge into making food on my own kind of a person. Like, I don't mind doing it. I mean, I'm going to rant now. This isn't Disney theme park news at all, but it just seems like a lot of work, and it's like whenever you get to work for it, I mean, yeah, sometimes it tastes better, but it's like, just let me eat it whenever it's there. It'll be fine. Voices from Home, Dapper Dan sing When I See an Elephant Fly, so you can go ahead and check that out. You can learn how to create a pollinator garden for your home from a Walt Disney World expert. Let's click on that and see what that is. Let's see here. There we go. Sorry about that. So, all right. So, again, this is live, no script. They've got some conservation efforts. The 50th anniversary of Earth Day. So, that was Wednesday. It was the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and at Disney, they recognize the important role that nature plays to ignite joy during these unprecedented times. All month, they have shared the magic of nature to inspire hope and share educational information about this extraordinary planet we inhabit. Disney also celebrates 30 years of dedicated Disney Parks environmental and sustainability initiatives, implementing programs in support of waste and emissions reduction and water and resource conservation. Disney is continually exploring, testing, and implementing new ways to turn things we see and do every day into sustainable experiences. With these efforts, Disney has led to incredible progress towards conserving natural resources, protecting the magic of nature for the future of their business, community, and planet. This year also marks a special year of several anniversaries for the Walt Disney Company. The Disney Conservation Fund, DCF, is proudly celebrating 25 wonderful years of supporting nonprofit organizations globally in their efforts to save wildlife, inspire action, and protect the planet. The Walt Disney Company is also celebrating 1 year since welcoming National Geographic into the Disney family. National Geographic recently launched Nat Geo at Home to support families and caregivers during the COVID-19 crisis. The hub is home to free educational resources and content to help parents and educators keep kids engaged while schools are closed, including exciting neighborhood safari. The Earth Day Neighborhood Safari invites families to design their own safari stop with resources available on Nat Geo at Home, complete with lessons from Disney Animation, Pixar, and Marvel Studios on how to draw your favorite safari animal. National Geographic is collecting a feed of safari art on Nat Geo at Home to help bring neighborhoods all over the world together. Today and every day, Disney celebrates the wonders of the earth. And on this day, Disney recognizes how the magic of nature can bring us all together during the times when we need it the most. Throughout the parks across the globe, Disney has continuously enacted efforts to celebrate this planet that we all call home. And be sure to stay tuned for more and follow the conversation with hashtag Disney Magic of Nature to see how all the parks around the world celebrated Earth Month. And we got some other specs here. We'll talk about this because the Earth is very important. We all live on it. We want to make sure we protect it for future generations and all that. Each day, the Animal Nutrition Center prepares 10,000 pounds of food for animals. 8,000 plus acres of the Walt Disney World Resort property is permanently set aside as conservation land. 8,000 plus acres. And that's just in Disney World. That's Florida, folks. That's what we're talking about in Florida. So whenever everyone's talking about, hey, let's develop some land and put some more parks in, hey, 8,000 of those acres is for the planet. Disney Animal Science and Environmental Team care for more than 5,000 animals at Disney's Animal Kingdom and across the Walt Disney World Resort. Despite how much Disney has grown, Disney Parks sent 32 million pounds less waste to landfill in 2019 as they did in 2008. I'm assuming the M means million pounds. But yeah, 32 million pounds less waste in 2019 than in 2008. I can believe that. Just seeing how things have somewhat changed. More than 88 tons of plastic are eliminated within Disney parks around the world annually by removing plastic straws and stirrers. Fascinating. Let's hear any other exciting things here. Again, no script today. Solar facilities at the Disney parks reduce greenhouse gas emissions equivalent to removing nearly 10,000 cars from the road. And the last set here, Disney Conservation Fund has directed $100 million to protect the magic of nature since 1995. For those of you keeping track, that is 4 years before Animal Kingdom opened. 50 million plus nature experiences provided by Disney to kids and families around the world. And 1,000 species have been protected through support from the Disney Conservation Fund. Depending on how you want to look at that, hey, that's pretty great. They're doing that. Not every company does it. Let's see here. Yeah, we already talked about honoring 25 years of action. Try not to I want to make sure everyone stays entertained here, so I'm not going to drag this out like I've done other episodes. So if there's not a whole lot, we celebrated Earth Week this week. Hey, that's great. Yeah, like I said, it's very, very lackluster. For those of you that saw the article circulating around that the parks may not open until next year, hey, all right, whatever. Again, rumor, I'm not going to report on it. Just mentioning that I saw it too. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, no one really knows. I think they're taking it one day at a time. So fingers crossed, hey, whenever it's safe, we can go back and enjoy it. So let's see here. Anything else? Sorry, like I said, be sure to join us tomorrow. That is April 25th at about 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:55 p.m. Eastern Time, United States, for another exploration. Thanks to those that have tuned in or maybe watched and so forth, or maybe discovering it for the first time now. Again, I don't want to plug it too much, but hey, it's an opportunity. I'm going to do it live. Again, no script, a little bit mellow, and just kind of talk about what's all changed and so forth. I know other people have done it, but I'm going to do it too, because why not? Let's see here. And then there's also the virtual tours of the Walt Disney Imagineering web series. Be sure to check those out as well. I believe they're on the Disney Parks YouTube page. They're pretty interesting. I haven't watched all of them yet. I watched the first one. But yeah. And then there was a report about permits being filed for the Epcot Play Pavilion. For those of you that are not aware of that, it was mentioned here on the podcast a few months ago, actually. And what am I trying to say here? The pavilion is the old land pavilion, I believe. No, not the old land pavilion. Good Lord, I'm giving out misinformation. It's now, what they use it now for is it's a festival center. It's the yellow orbed building, half sphere building that sits by Mission Space. It's usually tucked back in the corner. I've been in there for food and wine and festival and so forth, but I know they have it open for other things, but that's where the new Play Pavilion is going to go. So the files apparently permits have been filed for that, so hopefully we'll see some work there soon. So got 5 minutes left in this that I could use up, but that's not Fast Pass podcast style. You guys like your 10-minute long podcasts, and I do too. So I think that's it for now. I'm really trying. I was hoping to be a little bit more prepared, but clearly I was not. But yeah, hey, we're all in this together. Again, be safe, be well. Join me tomorrow, YouTube. The link is in the description of this, as well as I posted it to Facebook and Twitter earlier before I went live here. So again, yeah, so be sure to join that. It's kind of interesting joining the conversation. Probably going to do another half hour, 45 minutes of broadcasting. Not sure exactly the time length of it, but definitely going to try to aim for at least a half hour. So be sure to join us if you can. It'd be great to have you over at the Fast Pass Podcast YouTube section as well. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later. Be safe, be well, and thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Fast Pass Podcast.